Okay, guys, so we're going to go into the fundamental analysis on this series that I'm recording today on Thursday, November 19th. So it looks like, obviously, I just read the report, the daily financial market report, and all you heard was me sound like I was just, I don't know, stress, extreme stress, extreme stress, I will say that when you see the daily financial market report look like that, then that's a storm. Okay. All right. But when you start to see the daily financial report with a whole bunch of fire, that means you're going to make some money. You want to jump in there. That's an opportunity. That's when the sky is clear and, you're on fire. You know what I'm saying? The sun is made out of fire. I guess you could use that analogy. You know what I mean? The sun is, the sunshine is out and man, your account is, it's blazing. You know what I mean? So anyhow, the fundamental analysis, let's take a look at a couple of news reports. I don't really want to make this one too long-winded. Fundamental analysis is a little bit more difficult to gauge. I will say this, thanking this for the report, it does kind of interpret it for you. But depending on what you're looking at, I'm looking at the overall general idea of the fundamental analysis. So I'm going to just do a couple of searches. Everyone has their own different little method on how they analyze the market. And so let me stop talking and just talking about it. And let's get right into it. Let me just drinking some yerba mate here to stay up. All right. So let's go to the online browser, the Google thing here. Okay. And let's see, I did look at something here. I typed down Powell. And here's some headlines. Okay. We're never going back. This is recent headlines, guys, a day old. So when people hear this, guys, news travels. So what you notice is fundamental analysis, the news reports, it travels around the world. And you have key figures like the head of the chair, the Fed chairman. If he's saying something like this, guys, it's going to cause a whole lot of craziness around the world. Okay. And there's a lot of things that cause craziness around the world, but I believe that this is part of it. Okay. It all depends on how deep you do your research. Okay. I will say this, fundamental analysis research is not really my strong point. I never really, I'll be honest with you. I'm being straight up honest with you. Because look, here, I focus on CMV, and there's a lot of reasons why. Number one, the benefit of CMV is this. If you have a very, very busy life, you don't have the time to really be in front of a computer or phone all the time, checking the market every day. Psychologically, that does a lot to you by itself. But that's another story, another explanation for another video on another day. But current market value allows you to go on with your life. And you just need to peek your head and make sure that everything's going in the right direction and you're good. Now, if you see some stressors coming on current market value, you have more than enough time to switch positions if you want to get out of a future storm. If you see some stressors of extreme stress on current market value, you have way more than enough time to get out if you want to get out of that expected future current storm. You got a lot of time with current market value. Hey, call it old school, call it what you want. It works. It doesn't yield that much compared to current market movement, but it's a give and take. If you want to yield that much, guess what? You need to take the time and sit there every day of the week and do what you got to do. So it's going to require some time on your part, but less time is required with current market value. So current market value also is heavily dependent on technical analysis, the charts and the math, and boom. That's why the percentage of accuracy is so high as you spread out over time. The percentage of accuracy with current market movement is high, but only with a small amount of time, the window frame. You got like average 3 days to get in and get out. Sometimes 2 days, depending. Like this week was kind of like 2.5 days. On average, it's 3 days, but this week is not an average week. So if you got in on Monday, get out on Wednesday. Some people might have gotten in on Tuesday. You would have noticed Wednesday probably was the best time for you to get out, but you would have looked at the report, right? On the stressors, right? And the indicators. Okay, good. So let's get back to fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis, that's because that I have a bias for CMV. So that's why I said what I just said earlier. That's not really my strong suit. Research, yeah, I could do research as in other areas of the market. But when it comes to current market movement, short term, you got to do that fundamental analysis. And some people are great at it. I will say that. You got some guys out there. I'm not the only person out there. I'm not the only fish in the pond. But you got some guys out there that are really great at it. And my hats go off to them. And if I ever wanted to learn more about that, I would submit myself as a student and be taught by them as well. And that'll be another skill that I could learn. But I have yet to do that. But I'm giving you what I know on the fundamental analysis. Just a basic little summary of how it works. Okay? All right. So here, CNN, we're never going back to the old economy, Fed chairman says. Powell, Fed committed to lose money, low rates for as long as it takes as COVID-19 surges. Spike in coronavirus cases threaten U.S. economy, Fed Chair Jerome Powell says. Fed Powell signals emergency. So, I mean, look at the reports. Obviously, if you look at it, you could look here. The virus threatens the U.S. economy. I mean, this all has to do with there's a whole nother topic that goes along with this that I won't talk about right now. I'll talk about it. I've mentioned it. I'll elaborate on it. Other people have mentioned it. You can look it up. The Great Global Reset, whatever you want to call it. Fourth Industrial Revolution. It goes by so many different names. Guys, there's a new digital era. Everything is about to be transformed. Now, are we about to see the beginning of the transformation on this new market shift? Who knows? But here, look at the report. All right. Let's see. What other indicators could there be? Let's take a look and see what's going on with the today, the stock market. Let's see. S&P. I know for sure that one is taking a tumble, but let's see what the news is saying, right? Okay. Tesla surges back, a record high ahead 4 hours ago. That's interesting because, anyways, I don't see any crazy news with the S&P, which is very interesting. Upcoming dates, December. Oh, okay. All right, they're talking about Tesla a lot here. Okay. S&P 500. I don't see anything here. Let's see, stock market. See if there's anything here. 20 hours ago. Okay, here's an hour ago. All right, Yahoo Finance. Dow drops as virus spreads. As virus spread triggers more restrictions. So we do see at least Yahoo reporting that. Okay. And you'll see this too. You'll get like different mixed reports, by the way. That's why it's good to have the financial report. I mean, if it reflects what's going on with a daily financial report, in other words, if the fundamental analysis goes hand in hand with the short-term technical analysis that's indicated on the report that I have available for you guys, that's really what I'm looking for, to be honest with you. Because you can't really go by everything you see in a lot of these media reports. So some of them are consistent, U.S. stock trade mixed. Okay, that's probably more true to the statement. 22 hours ago, it's definitely mixed. Okay. Here we got 16 hours ago. Market Insider, Dow tumbles 345 points. There you see the indicator right there. It's a lot of points to drop. As for they're associating it with the lockdown. Okay, so we definitely, I'm just looking at these reports and see. 22 hours ago, CNBC stock closed at lows. Congress doomed small businesses. Interesting. Okay. Nasdaq Composite exhibits signs of panic-like buying Thursday morning. Huh. So there's some indicated. Forbes, is hell coming to the Oh man. And there goes Powell. I think the guys at Forbes, someone oh no, that's not Powell, that's Bill Ackman. Okay. Or I don't know who that is. I thought that was Powell, but Nasdaq higher, but stocks are mixed. That part is true. There is a mix in the stocks. You know what I mean? As the Nasdaq's going higher, the Nasdaq is under extreme stress, but it's still technically a buy. We have that on our report, but the extreme stress does indicate that there's a lot of stuff happening, guys. Okay, CNBC. Stocks turn negative despite more. Yahoo Finance again talks more negatively about the stock. And let me just check one more page of this and see what else. And I'm going to close this out, guys, right now. After this page, let's see what else. Will the stock market soar in 2021? Okay. Stocks drop as New York school closures saps sentiment. Markets wrap. Bloomberg. They did report the stocks dropping, so there's some indicators there. Another one from Markets Insider. Weak economic data is ironically positive for the stock market. Weak economic data is ironically positive. I don't know what that means. Boeing, Pfizer, Lowe's, what to expect. Okay, here we go. Dow falls. It's interesting. 2 days ago, CNBC reported that the Dow falls more than 150 points as rally to record highs takes a breather. Oh, look at that. CNBC hit it on point. And that was what we had reflected on our report, guys. The Dow was under some stress and S&P 500 too, but 3 stocks to buy. But they reported 2 days ago. That was just around the same time that we had it on ours, guys. The storm, at least with the stocks, the indices. Okay. The Tesla one is very interesting because I started the stock market report. I took some trades on that, and Tesla was tanking. So that's why I keep looking at that with curiosity. I'm going to go back and check on that to see. There might be an adjustment that needs to be made, but if not, I won't make it, okay? Because even the stock market report is based on current market value. Okay, guys, now I'm done. If you stayed for the whole 5-part series, good for you. That means that you're very interested to learn. You're interested in becoming a wise investor. Join our network, guys. Our network is going to be expanding and making it. We're working on making the network more community oriented. If you go to the site, you'll see there's a tab at the top that says community. We're going to have a forum. The forum is going to be a classroom. We're going to have also access to a WhatsApp version of the classroom. That'll be for anybody and everybody. You can go in there. You might want to put it on mute because there's going to be probably a whole lot of chiming going on. You guys can express your own opinions and, critics, or whatever you want to do. That platform is going to be available for you guys there. The blog is going to be going up. That's for you guys who are CMM. We'll be having a lot of these different reports, just pretty much links to certain reports, news reports. It's called the WIN Reporter. Okay, WIN stands for Wise Investors Network. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, contact us. If you haven't checked out the ebook, check out the ebook. If you haven't gotten into our network, get the free trial. We got the 10 days. We got a 30 days. The 30 days is not free, but you can learn more about it if you want to participate in that, guys. Keep an eye open for the stock market report that's going to be coming out hopefully by next week, guys. I'm so excited about everything that's happening, guys. There's no need to be down in the dumps when it comes to at least your financial future, guys. There's a reason all this is happening right now. There's a reason why the Wise Investors Network and WIN University is up and running now in 2020 when I first talked about it in 2017, 2018. I ponder and a lot. How did I even get into this? How? I believe that there's a destiny behind this for me and for whoever's associated with it, with us. And I'm going to really end the video now. Okay? See you on the next time tomorrow with another update. And God bless.